All right, hello and good morning. It's 4:10 a.m. Woohoo! Let's see if we can get at it. Damn, why do they park so late? God bless, I hate that car. Anyway, we're getting out of here. You can see the glue running down my window. The glue below the mount is where that sticker gets hot. What's up, Michael? In the top right corner, that's the ooey gooey glue running down the window. It's so sticky. Well, rise and shine. Time to get started. Get this party started. Now last week on Saturday I went city riding. Today I don't feel like it. Ahmad, hello. Anyway, that gooey glue. I'm gonna have to get a razor blade and some other sticky stuff and fix my window mount today. That'll give me something to do later. I gotta remind myself to do that. We gotta beat the heat. Whoop whoop, beat the heat. Do you see way off? I don't know if you can see it. Off in the distance, there's like somebody's lights going crazy. Huh. You know what? What are we going to do today? Let's cut through town. Am Diane, oh my God, you've been hiking. Big chill, what's up? Diane been hiding. I've been hiding. Not really. We're up at the day before the sun comes out, so I can ride around. Big chill, I hope you're doing good. I want to get my exercise in before the sun comes. Do that instead of going to, I'm going to go through town just like I go to work. When the sun goes down into California town. I'm doing all right. No big worries today that I can think about. Yeah, the sun, it's kind of the glow of the horizon is coming. Yeah, the glow has started. But the camera makes it look lighter than it is. Looking through your eyeballs is still pretty dark. I think it's all these lights in the center of the road that make it seem brighter by camera, but it's not. Yeah, it's not really that bright. I was about the same time yesterday, I think. In the summer, you got to change your timing. All right, hallelujah. Did I ride in the evening yesterday? I don't think I did. Actually, I spent the whole day waiting on some delivery driver dude. Then the dude sends me a picture showing my package laying on a water cooler. You're usually asleep? Okay. I went to the office to look for my package, and I sent the dude, I said, where is this? He damn delivered my package to the wrong compound. I went to the compound and yelled at the guy. I've lost 2 or 3 packages and had to fight and took weeks to get refunds because of that dickhead. Really? And he's an actual Amazon driver in the Amazon truck. Just leave your shit at some random place. I shove it in the box. It clearly says where it goes. I was so pissed. I've had more headaches and more loss because of morons just leave your box anywhere within a block of your neighborhood. What kind of moron does that? Really bad. Just an idiot. At least this time I got my package. And this was something from the UK. Yeah, I've been waiting on it for weeks. Yeah, this guy, just bad people. An actual Amazon driver. Thank goodness I was home. Thank goodness I went quickly to look, or I never would have found my package. What the hell's a dude doing driving down the road in a damn backhoe? Dude. Really? At least move over to the side of the road. Come on. Driving down the road. Is that a backhoe? What is that? Yeah, it's a backhoe. You can barely see him. Somebody can run him over. Well, they won't run him over. They will damage him. I don't know how it is in the U.S., but here, delivery drivers, whether it's company or third party, they're really bad. I think everybody does it as a part-time job. They get the packages in the morning, set them in their car all day, and in the evening go out and deliver. It's really bad. So you end up hanging out all day. Now, the Philippines, they do it as their main job, so they'll deliver your stuff early. You don't have to wait all day on maybe somebody will show up. For a third world backwards country, they do delivery really well. They have Grab, they have motorcycle delivery, they have people deliver everywhere. You can call a store and some dude will jump on a motorcycle and bring something to your house for $2. That's one thing the Philippines does have figured out. You can get anything delivered anytime. Which is good and bad. Look how peaceful it is. There's not as many people up yet. Still people running around. It's funny how many people out running around at 4 in the morning. Because everybody becomes a cave dweller during the day because of the heat. And it's really not that hot. It's hot, but it ain't nothing yet, really. People already doing the hiding. I mean, it'd be 90, 100, but it's still not miserable. And when we were kids, we go out, it'd be 90 and humid. We'd still be out all day. Maybe I'll remember to catch the sunrise. Yesterday I was playing at the car and I forgot to look at the sunrise. It already popped up. I came out, I was going to see the sunrise, and I just forgot about it. I got busy. Time I turned around, the sun already poked over the top. Yeah, it's 4:20 in the morning. I should have left 20 minutes ago, actually. Running Kings, hello. Yeah, I should have left earlier. But I got to, what was I doing? I woke up, I made some coffee. I started piddle-patting around, wasted 20 minutes. .420, whoop whoop. Saudi is playing Cabo Verde right now in the World Cup. Oh, are they? Well, that'll be... Everybody will be up then watching that. Saudi is really into the sports. The soccer, aka football, is very, 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 very popular. People here is addicted to it. There'll be people at the beach watching it on big screen TVs. Watch and see. Just 1 hour later than Europe. Okay. Yeah, people here is going to be into it. Yeah, Europe and Saudi in the same line. They're not that far off. Because we're north and south of each other, not east and west. Actually, when you look up geography in the books, Saudi is actually considered part of Asia. When it comes to their time and mobile thing, it's like the furthest point of Asia. By your geography textbooks. You know that guy I found in his car 2 days ago, he's been in ICU for 2 days. I really don't know what happened to him. I came home from work and that guy was sitting in his car, hunched over. I always felt more Eastern from your Gizmo. I hear you. He's been in ICU for 2 days. They did something, put a tube in his chest or something, somebody said. I couldn't understand what they were telling me. Anyway, he'd been sitting out in his car. Who? He's a guy that works with me and lives like 2 doors down. I came home from work and he was kind of sitting in his car. I went inside for a few hours, come back out. His leg was hanging out of the car and his keys were on the ground next to the car. I went up to see what was going on, and he was like hunched over and half passed out. incoherent. Something happened to him. He had some kind of I don't really know what happened. He had some kind of I don't know, episode. Something happened. Saudi must win if they want to move to the next round. Oh, really? I wonder if they'll win. So he's in the hospital. Been there for a few days now. A couple of days. He was having a medical emergency. He actually, I went up to talk to him and he just was incoherent and he had peed himself. And he just wasn't making any sense at all. He's one of them dudes that like smokes cigarettes 24 hours a day and drinks black coffee. So I'm sure he had all sorts of nutrient problems and everything else. It could be a lot of things. So I don't really know what happened. He's an old guy. He probably best he retire. Yeah, he's full of bad habits. He's in his late 60s. He probably best to retire. Especially he's been chain smoking for 50 years. You don't live much past 70 if you're a chain smoker. You'd be lucky to reach 70. Your worst team you mind is here. Hey, you made it. I actually called and I had the driver come and pick him up. One of our drivers came quickly, Abdul Majid, and picked him up, took him to the hospital. To be honest, I didn't know what was wrong. Did he do a drug? Did he do a drink? Was he just sick? Hell, I figured I'd better call the driver, let them figure it out. And they took him directly to the ER. I missed what was wrong with him. I don't really know. He was sickly, but I didn't really follow up too much. They said something. He's in the ICU, and they've got a tube in his chest. I don't really know what's wrong. Gary, hello? Anyway, that was the end of my thinking about it. Out of all the people at the company, he's the only one that didn't visit or call when I had my accident. He's lucky I saved his ass. Now that's the end of it. I don't care no more. I hate to be rude, but I don't really give a shit anymore. You're in the hospital. It's over with. Have a good day. Yeah, when I was down, he didn't even call me. Didn't do a thing. I mean or not, I'll treat you the way you treat me. That's just the way it is. My memory lasts a long time. I'll remember the way you treated me. And that one day when you're crawling around and need help, I'll give you exactly the same treatment you gave me. Heat stroke? I don't know. I really don't know. It seemed like I think it's way more than that. I don't want to speculate, but I think it's a lot more than that. Maybe he'll have a change of heart. I don't know. I don't think he'll be around much longer. I don't think he'll be around. He's maybe amoral by nature. He could be that by nature. I could be the same way. He's retired twice. Keeps coming back to work. They let him go once. He came back. Then they retired him. Does he do any religion? Nah, he ain't religious. Not that I've seen. Yeah, he's not a religious type. He moved to Indonesia for a while, and then after a year moved back. I think things didn't go well for him. He's one of those older guys that got a brainstorm. He's going to go to Asia and make money. He had all these great ideas. I don't think it worked out for him. A lot of people try to go to these third world places and think, oh, if I have money, I can make money. And that's the only problem, the reason these people are poor. No. Sorry, it don't work like that. I watch a lot of old guys go broke in Asia. It's a very common theme. Very common. I think he went broke. I didn't really get into the nitty-gritty. I think he went more than broke and probably owes money. You know, a lot of old guys get over there. They get over to Asia, whatever, from Philippines to Indonesia to Malaysia. And they're usually married to a jungle girl or somebody with a junior high education. And they think because they give them money that all of a sudden business is going to happen. They go broke always. It's very common. Yeah, they can't survive. You can't. You don't give people money. They've never been in business, dumbass. If you're in your country and you've never owned a business or been involved in business and you think you can go to a third world country and make a business, you're a dumbass. Saudi version of Joe. He is, but skinny. Anyway, he didn't work it out. You can't. My advice to 99% of the people is your husband, a woman in the Philippines. Oh, that's very common. Old dudes that marry young girls always end up in a big problem. Very seldom is it ever it starts out as a mutual benefit. He supports him and she does what she does for him and he does what he does with her. But it always in the long run goes south. It never is long term. That age compatibility is a big deal. You can't be marrying a child and think your life's going to be good. I've never seen it work out. Never. Not yet. When I was living full-time in the Philippines when I was younger, people come to my house all the time. The drivers would bring them over there with a big sad story. All right, let's see who's up this morning. The sun has not poked over. The horizon has it kind of light outside, but the sun. She had a boyfriend. Yeah, that's common. Oh, what? The football game is not on that TV? What's going on there? When man, these cleaning guys, what time do they drop them off? They're always out cleaning. He wanted a hot Asian wife. His wife is not. I better not say anything in case anybody from his family is watching. That old gal's hurting in the looks department. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't got a whole lot to say. I'll keep it at that. Middle East. What's up, Doron? We're in Jebel in the great Saudi Arabia. Jebel is 100 miles south of Kuwait and about 100 kilometers the other way to Dammam. We're kind of like in a place in the middle of nowhere. Eastern province, nothing here. It's a good hour and a half drive to any major town. His wife is ugly. You know, Jebel's like a heaven. Did you visit Israel? I've been to the border, but I've never been to the country. I was at the Dead Sea and I could see the lights at Tel Aviv, but I never went to Israel. I never had no business and no reason to go there. I really just never had no reason to ever go there. You know, Israel doesn't do a lot of business in the Middle East due to their issues over the years, whatever they are. So I just never went there. I've been all around there, but never been there. Today I brought my big bike. That bike, it was hard to get that damn bike in here. And I brought my big pump in case I didn't have the tire. I didn't remember. U.S. and Iran look like starting up again. Oh, I don't know. They'll never. It's going to be forever. You can't rewrite things that have been happening since biblical times and think it's going to change. Iran is a cult. You can't fight a cult. I done said that 1,000 times. Iran is a cult. It's a country controlled and ran by a cult. You can't win. Them old boys gonna do what they want to do forever. You can't beat no cult. No matter what you think, you can't do it. I'm getting my stuff settled up. Give me a minute. Put my phone mount on. Now let's get my... Iran is now upset with the British military. Oh, I don't even know what they did. Oh, God. All right. Pedal time. Yeah, it is. We're going to see the sunrise today. Okay, today I'm riding a big bike instead of a folding bike. I'm on a Trek. This is the cheapest Trek available hardtail mountain bike. They're only like $400 or $500. I got it on special because I'd like to have a big bike too. But then again, I've changed a lot of stuff. But it's a basic, cheapest bike you can get from Trek. But it don't look cheap. That's why I like it. All right, let's get over here. Let's see if we can catch the sunrise. Oh, boy. Before, I don't see the sun peaking yet. Let's see if there's somebody's watching the game down here. I would have thought there'd be a lot more people out watching the game, but maybe not. Do you have a safety vest for... I do, but I don't really ride at night. I don't ride at night. I just find it best not to ride at night. It's hard enough during the day. At night, you're going to get run over. I don't ride in the rain, and I don't ride at night. Okay, yeah, here's everybody. Well, there's all the people. Where are they at? Oh, they're in the tent watching the game. Salam, kebal hal. See? The tent's full of guys watching the game here. Yeah, so there's people up 4 in the morning watching a football game at the park. It's nice. You know, that's one thing that... Let's go to the beach, then I'll talk some more. People here, you don't have this in other countries. A bunch of guys sit around, watch a TV, drink coffee, and watch sports. In other countries, everybody's at a bar getting plastered. But here, people just good old folks enjoying good times. You don't have alcoholics hanging out, causing problems, arguing. Hell, you just got good old folks enjoying the day. All right, let's see what we got here. Well, where's the sun going to come up? It's going to come up straight in front of us. Where's them people at? They got all their chairs ready for the sunrise, but they're not here. Somebody got a whole front row set up for the sun, but where are they? Huh. Let's go down the coast a little bit here and see what's up. A lot of people come here and watch the sunrise on the weekend. Yeah, sports is a real big deal here. It actually feels kind of nice this morning. I wonder what the temperature is. It feels like it's in the 80s only, or maybe right at 80, which is a cold front. See everybody out here hanging out? The kids are down in the water swimming, and the ladies are over here at the beach sitting around in their circles talking. All the kids are down there swimming. I guess there's no sharks in this area. Them kids are down there all the time. Myrna, good morning. Myrna, good morning. The match is on, yeah. Why is this dude parked here? Salam, kebal hal. Very, very good. Why you're not watching the game? I gotta go exercise. Arabian Gulf has no sharks. I don't know. You see them in the fish market, small ones, so they have them, but maybe the water's too warm in this area. Where there's an ocean, there's sharks. Everybody has sharks. But maybe they don't come into this inlet Gulf area because of the heat of the water. I don't know. But you got an ocean, you got sharks. And sharks everywhere. Maybe after Oman, possibly. All right, here's the sun. Oh my God, we're missing it. It's coming over the hill. We gotta hurry. We're watching the sunrise. Ha, 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 ho, ho, ha. You know what's funny? We're here in Saudi. This is the Arabian Gulf. We're watching the sunrise. And right beyond that view is Iran. Iran's only about 100 miles or less away. We're just on the other side of the water from Iran. We're right, really close. It's amazing, just not so far away, and this is all happening. Man, this guy in a car gonna run me over. I'm trying to watch the sunrise. Hell, I gotta move. All right, that's it on the sunrise. I had to move. All right, let's get going again. Let's get my camera back to where it was. All right, sun came up. Woohoo! In the jungle, that mighty jungle. Working way up. This dude's up here trimming trees. I guess you do it early in the morning. Oh boy, up there trimming palm trees. They doing it old school style, barefoot with a rope. What's up, bro? Damn. They got the grass being watered, cleaning and trimming and getting things ready. You know, it takes a lot of money to maintain places like this. They got a crew of people out here every day picking up trash, watering, cutting, trimming. Damn, a lot of work to keep a place going. What's funny is all the kids are out here at the playground playing at 4:35 in the morning. It's neat how people adapt to the conditions. Ha-da-hi-de-hi-de-ho. Hey man, you getting ready to spray for mosquito?
Yes.
All these family and children here, and you're going to spray poison in the air. Good idea.
Inside the clothes, inside the clothes.
It's still poison, man.
Inside the clothes.
All the kids out here playing, he's going to poison them with mosquito spray. Couldn't do that last night. Good idea there, brother. We're glad you're on top of it. Imagine your child's out playing on a swing. Old boy pulls up in a mosquito sprayer and douses them in DT, whatever that stuff is. We'll spray all the kids with some mosquito poison. I don't think Saudi's winning. Nobody looks happy. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going too well. So, yeah, people not very happy. I guess Saudi's not winning. People don't look very happy. Yeah, most people speak English. This is not a third world, it's a first world. Anyway, yeah, English is very common. It's 0 to 0. Well, people everywhere gathered around TVs around the beach, and they're not looking happy. Let's see what this group looks like. Yeah, I don't think it's going good or bad. 10 minutes to go and 0 to 0. Well, it don't. Well, anyway, God bless them. I'm glad they like something that's healthy. If we don't win, we will not go to the next stage. Oh, it's a pretty serious game then. Yeah, it's serious. Everybody looks like they're on pins and needles. Usually they're screaming and happy or sad, but people just hanging out trying to figure out what the hell's going on. It looks like it's a touch and go type game, huh? Maybe they'll be all right, maybe not. wish I could find a guy washing a car with a hose pipe. I'd like to rinse all the dust and sand off of my tires. We need to get in the neighborhood. There'll be somebody somewhere washing a car. Let me borrow their hose pipe. Let's see, where can we, let's cut through here and try to go to this neighborhood. There's usually a couple of drivers out here washing cars at daylight. We're gonna go to a neighborhood, try to find us a hose pipe. We'll cut through this neighborhood here. All right, now we're trying to find us somebody who's washing a car. Huh. No drivers up yet. They must be in there watching their TVs. Bicycles can be stored indoors and indoors and inside. I don't leave my bike outside. I keep my stuff clean. Highly maintained, anyway. You see most people's bikes, they don't maintain them. They look like junk. Mine is always optimal. You don't take care of your bike, it won't take care of you. Saudi is kicked out of the tournament. They did not win. Really? So they didn't win. I thought they had... The game's over and they didn't win. Well, that'll make people not so happy. So they really needed a goal right there. It didn't happen. Yeah, people will be less than happy today. Zero to zero. So even they tied, they don't get to move forward. Huh. It's a points. lot of people now in the cars moving away. I guess the game's over. People going home. Everybody left their little place they were watching. So most people will not be too happy. I'm gonna get off the road and go back down to the beach. People will be real careless. Damn, look at the people flooding out now. Yeah, the game's definitely over. Wow. Bumper to bumper, all the sports watchers. Saudi has, I don't know about what they got. I'm not a sports person. It's amazing this many people are up that were watching the game this morning. Wow. Whoa! Hey, excuse me. You almost hit me with your truck.
No.
Yeah, you were this close. If I'd moved my arm, you'd ran me over. Be careful. Give people space.
Sorry.
This is a park.
Very sorry. Very sorry.
He almost ran me over. Wallahi, not good, man. He's a city worker and he almost ran me over. A worker. Jeez Louise. You should be careful. Of all people, the worker at the park almost run me over. If I would have just moved my handlebar 1 inch, I would have been on upside down. That guy's dress was stuck on a door, was it? I didn't pay attention. They're upset Saudi lost. I don't know. He's a park worker. Don't run me over. Yeah, I'm pretty sure nobody's going to be happy today. That definitely won't set too well. People going to be definitely unhappy. Again. Ain't nobody happy. Well, let's get out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna get away from all the traffic, go down near the coast. Morning. Yeah, a guy caught one. What kind of bicycle can be ridden on the sand? None. You don't want no bicycle on the sand. It sucks. There's nothing good about it. Now, if it's compressed gravel or compressed sand, you don't want no sand. You can't ride in the sand. Sucks. They have big fat tire bikes, but it sucks. Yeah, they got big tire bikes, but it's not fun. You got to pedal so hard you barely move. Riding in the sand is not good. That's why you don't see a bunch of people out riding in the sand on a bicycle. It ain't no good. Sucks. What's up, Crow? Who made those kind of bikes? Just do a Google search for fat tire bikes. There's only one that I would buy. Look up Surly, S-U-R-L-E-Y. They make a nice fat tire bike. And the rest of them are Chinese garbage. I wouldn't buy one. Look up Surly. I think it's S-E-R, I don't know how to spell it. Anybody know how to spell Surly? I don't remember if it's S-U-R or S-E-U-R. Hell, I don't know. They make a fat tire bike that is one guy that rides around in the sand and off-road out in Nevada, does some good videos with it. But that would be a proper one. Yeah, look for it. I actually looked at it a couple weeks ago. You just use one of those USA dropship companies. They'll send it over here. It ain't cheap now. If you want something proper, it's not going to be cheap. Anything worth having is not cheap. Anybody says they're looking for a beginner or budget bike, just not my kind of people. No such thing. You buy cheap shit, you end up with a cheap pile of crap. Ain't no good. You'll spend more money maintaining garbage than you will just buy a proper bike to begin with. Well, I came back down to the quiet area. There's too many people out in the city driving around. I still can't believe the dude that works in the park, he was 2 inches from my handlebar. What a lie. Needs to be more careful. You'd think the city worker that works at the park would be the most careful, but apparently not. We're going to go to the other park about a mile from here that's quiet and peaceful. I'm not even sure how many miles. How many miles? Hell, I've gone only 5 kilometers. I got a lot more riding to do. I'm going to be out here for hours. People are not overly happy that they didn't win the game. I wish they'd won. At least people would be happy for a day. People ain't too happy right now. Night of a championship. Wrestling tomorrow and Saturday. Really? Armand, if you buy a Surly, let me know. Hell, maybe I'll buy one. Let's get a couple of them. I'm willing to give it a good try. Get used to the bike. And then when the summer ends, we could be the first person to cross the desert on a bicycle. Good morning, sir. Salam. Kebal hal.
How are you?
I'm okay, man. Everything's just fine. Hoo-yah. You know, it would be fun. There's enough compressed sand roads cross, when the summer's over, cross the empty quarter by bicycle. I've been down near the empty quarter. I wouldn't do it in the summer, but I'd do it in the winter. Paul, good morning. Woohoo! Yeah, let me know what's up. That'd be cool to know. Actually, there is I seen online a pair of Trek fat tire bikes, I think maybe in the UK. I'll look it up. But they're not, they won't be as nice as the Surly. The Surly's like got really fat tires for sand. The Trek would not, their tires are just more for like off-road touring, not necessarily for sand. Yeah, it's much more quiet over here. Let's see what this old boy's up to. They say it's good for on snow too. Yeah, of course. How much are they? I've never looked one up at the price. I don't even know how much they are. There's some third-party Chinese ones that, but the problem, they give you a fat tire bike and then they make the group set like a tourney garbage. So why have a tough bike if all the drivetrain is garbage? Salam, كيف الحال? Let's go see what's at. Let's go out here and go into the neighborhood. I don't remember what this neighborhood's about. Let's take a drive through. Let's get out of the park and go into a neighborhood and run around. Somebody's using this park as his car storage, whatever that is. Huh. Strange. I wouldn't keep my nice car out in the park. Ryan, what do you say? Hold on. The surly disc trucker is... Yeah, but the trucker is a touring bike. It's not a fat tire bike. You got to look up their fat tire bike. The Surly Disc Trucker is a touring type bike. It's not a fat tire. I don't think it is. You look for the one that says it's a fat tire. I think Disc Trucker means it's more for hauling gear and traveling, not really. Yeah, it's touring for sure. Ryan, where are you at? Are you in Hawaii or home, or where are you? Where art thou? Home just today. Oh, okay. Well, you're at the end of the journey. It kind of sucks when you get back home, unless you were ready to get home. Sometimes it's nice to be home, back to peace and quiet. Sometimes it sucks to be back. All right, let's see what we're going to go into this neighborhood. Looks like a bunch of apartments. You know what? I think this is the back of the college. This is the back 40 of the university. The Jebel, what's it called? Petroleum or something University for engineers and gas scientists. That's why there's... Huh. Anyway, let's see what's up ahead. We're doing a slow cruise on the bike through the town. You were homesick. Man, sometimes you get that way because you just want to be in your comfort zone. I can understand that. It's nice to be in the comfort zone. Get used to the things you do with your routine, you know? Yeah, this is... That's a big-ass parking lot. That's got to be the back of the university. It was bad and you came home early. Why? Where were you that was bad? Where were you that was bad? That's... The worst place I've been to and traveled halfway across the planet, no bad homesickness, left 2 days early, really. I I didn't really enjoy myself in Indonesia, in Bali. Ugh, I didn't like that place at all. If it wouldn't work, I'd left the first day, but I was there for business. If it was non-business, I would have run away. Yeah, I don't like damn no Bali. No pecker worshippers. When you go somewhere and the food is dangerous, that ruins it right away. I think they get the award for the worst, crappiest food on the planet. I've never been to a place where that. Bali is pretty close to Philippines when it comes to bad food. You can't eat or drink anything without worrying about a major issue. End up on the toilet. That's why my travel is limited. Yeah, there's not too many places that I can actually recommend on this planet. At the end of the day, good old Hawaii, you know? Yeah, Hawaii's actually pretty good. Cuba's food's pretty bad, is it? At the end of the day, good old Hawaii, you know? Ain't nothing better than good old Hawaii. You can go around the world and see all these exotic places, but all in all, Hawaii's a good bet. I've been poisoned all around the world. Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I want to take it to Bermuda. Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Even the Bahamas suck. I hate the Bahamas. You don't never hear people talk like that. Hell, I don't like that place. I don't like it at all. Oahu best is, yeah, Oahu's the best. You don't get any better than that. It's just, everything's proper, everything's okay, you know? It's just, Hawaii beats everybody hands down. Proper infrastructure, proper food, proper accommodations. It just costs a bit of money, so it's kind of puts where a lot of people can't go and enjoy. They can't afford it, but those who can have a really amazing time. Even Hawaii, if you go to the Big Island, Hawaii, not Oahu's good, but the Big Island, it's kind of cool, but there's really not shit to do there. There's nothing to do on the Big Island. Drive around the volcano and come back home. It's kind of empty. They don't have much stuff there. I had to work on the Big Island for like 3 months. I got bored to death. Woof! Ain't a whole lot going on the Big Island. Surly Bike has many sizes, a big tire, price around $2,000. Okay, so they're not that expensive actually. I thought it would be a lot more. Up to $5,000. Well, I'm pretty sure that's probably the one I'd want. Unfortunately. You're going to be right back. See you soon. I'm over behind the university. Look and see. It's real quiet, peaceful here. Yeah, it's real, just back roads behind the university. It's just as quiet as it can be. Ain't a soul out here. I like how there's a few people here, yeah. Here it's the weekend. I don't know if school's in session now or not. There's your dormitories. Parking lots are empty. I don't see any cars anywhere. That's my damn computer telling me something. I don't know what it said, but it told me something happened. Roads are good here. Let's cut off to the right. Let's see what we can see around here. What's funny, just a mile away, it's bumper to bumper, people everywhere. You know, if you're sitting on a bike comfortably, not windy, I think you could easily, without trying, do 100 miles a day. Let's say 100 kilometers. Without a, really that much, without a big issue. Just a steady pace, moving along, hell, you could go forever. Now, if you were off-road, I'd say you'd be doing about half of that. No, I think you could do 100 a day. Full day, you know, without worried about weather and all. Off-road half. Ah. 100-kilometer travel is a leaving home trip. Yeah, that means you're out touring. You're not just roaming around. Huh, what is this? Let's roam up, let's wander up into this area. Oh yeah. Ugh. Looks like a neighborhood park. Oh damn, it's for short people. Shit. Park for short people. Trees are very low. neighborhood park. I just drove through a spider web, damn it. Look at all the spider webs. Jeez Louise. Freaking spider webs everywhere. Oh, I'm covered in spider webs. Damn. I done ruined some spider's day and he ruined mine. I hope he didn't get on me. No telling what he could be. Still covered in spider webs. Randy, pick me up. I'm an Arab woman. What? Pick me up, I'm an Arab woman. Tell her you got a nephew in America. Oh, man, I don't think it works like that. I will explain to you how it works. Let me get across this busy road. I'll explain to you the system. Aha! Aha! Hot 2! Well, I'm not in the mood. We're going home. Let's go somewhere else. I'm just not in the mood today. All the traffic in the city and all, I think I'm going to go somewhere else. Let me get packed up. We'll go somewhere else. Just not in the mood to be here today. Yeah, I'm just not into it. You notice that Arab women don't act desperate? Yeah, well, there's a culture thing. I'll explain. Salam. Good morning. Johnny be good. Oh my goodness, what's up? Oh, Jonathan be goodest. He been out traveling the world. I made it. Planes, trains, and automobiles. Well, that's good. You went on a nice holiday. Oh. All right. All right, somebody's saying find you an Arab. You don't find an Arab lady. That's not how it, in the proper type of society, you have different levels. You have moderate, conservative, good family people, marginal people, and then other people. In the top tier people, they don't really do any dating. There's no dating. And they don't really date. That's just not how it works. If you're a young man and you want to get married, you tell your mother, and maybe she'll find somebody in the area and you can meet them and see if you guys could work it out. Or if you don't know anybody, you could go to your local mosque, tell the imam you're looking to get married. And they'll meet, but they get married. You don't have a bunch of young girls with their legs spread. Nobody here wants a used girl. So, in this part of the world, nobody wants no used woman. And especially a young girl. I mean, that would just be disgusting. Nobody would do that, except that virginity is still part of your marriage. Nobody wants to marry somebody who's not a virgin. Now, if you married a divorcee and it's already known, that's different. But all in all, young people don't want somebody who's the other way. You're able to visit your cousins, and him and his family, fantastic, nice folks. So glad for him. Oh, you were in Alaska. Whoop, whoop. Nice. Anyway, in the Arab world, you just don't have a lot of dating. It's just not how it works. Not that it doesn't happen, and I'm sure there's people somewhere kicking boots. But all in all, quality people from a decent society, it used to be that way in America. People just don't remember. It was very conservative in America. I want my wife to be a virgin, but I've seen a lot of women does that make me selfish. Well, that's up to you. I don't know. You define yourself whatever you think. But anyway, it is what it is. You define whatever is good for you and not good for you. That'd be up to you, Bern. But the men can be used as possible before they marry. Not really. Most men, you'll find more 30-year-old virgins around here than you can imagine. No, it's the same for the men. They just don't, that's just not, the men are in the same part of society. You have people at the top and then people down below and low that'll do anything, you know. But all in all, you want your wife and your husband to be a virgin. You don't want to marry non-virgin. There's no man or woman thing. So no, it's not different. It's religiously, you have to ask the female guardian. Exactly. But yeah, nobody wants a dude that's been around either. You got a lot of guys, they just don't, there's not, running around screwing everything before you're married is just not, it used to not be that way. Mitchell, what's up? This is a slippery slope. It's not really a slippery slope. It is what it is, you know. People just don't. When we grew up in the conservative South, nobody would have finding a virgin is rare. No, that means you're in the wrong society and you're not really, you're not with the right folks if it's a rare thing, to be honest. But it's always been that way. You've always wanted to marry a virgin. In the conservative South, growing up, nobody had sex before marriage unless you're from a lower life, you know. If you're from a lower part of society, then maybe that would be all right, but nobody would, it was not common. When we were young, any girl that had sex before marriage, you looked at them like a hooker and talk bad about him. You never would think about it. That's just the way it was. Over time, things have changed. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I don't know how it got so people kind of thought it was okay. The devil made you do it. But no, hell, growing up, that just wasn't a common thing at all. Nowadays, people talk like it's just okay. Morality left the planet 25 years ago. You don't understand. The whole marrying he and her being virgin means a lot. It really has something to do with the bonding of the relationship. It means a lot. When you and your wife get married and you're both virgins, you both bond in a separate way. I hate that the world has become 2 million abortions. You know, there has always been a group of society that lived a lower life, non-moral life. It's always been there, but it's just growing and in your face more. But I don't think it's new. I just think it's people talk about it, whereas before it was never talked about. Now people make it a casual conversation, whereas previously That was a big no-no to talk about that. I'm sure it's always been there. I mean, human nature. It really depends on how you were raised, how your parents brought you up, and what part of town, what kind of society. It really has a lot to do with your upbringing. You just seen a 14-year-old's pregnant. Yeah, that's kind of strange that goes on. Actually, I graduated from high school in 1981. There was 1,000 people in my graduating class. Out of the 1,000 people, not a single girl. We had nobody ever get pregnant. Not a single person. That was just unheard of. And if you did get pregnant, you were moved to another state to go stay with other family because your family didn't want you around. Yeah, if you got pregnant as a young lady, non-married, when we were young, you were sent away. You'd have to go live in another state away from your family because it's a disgrace. It was really bad. It was more than bad. It was really unbelievable. Yeah, if you stayed home, you couldn't stay at home. You'd ruin your family's reputation. Shotgun wedding, forced marriage, something like that would happen. But yeah, sex before marriage, pretty much, and then to get pregnant, oh my God, you ruined your life. It's over. You'd have to go live with your aunt or uncle or cousins way in another state far away. Turn this camera around. Johnny, when are we going to see some pictures from your trip to Alaska? Most of those guys don't stick around, then the girl and the baby become a burden of the taxpayer. Well, that is pretty common in the black Americans. That's why they fill up all the projects and they got 9 or 10 kids as a single mom. That's their way of life, the welfare babies. The more babies they have, the more money they get. Not that it's only black, but that's the most common. When we were growing up, that was the only people that had a bunch of kids without being married. Welfare people. Ghetto people, you know. Whoever created the projects really killed a part of every city in America. Every major city with the big projects, that is the drug-ridden, nastiest, terriblest place. You got a virus you caught? Well, that sucks. You know, when you travel, you're on a plane with 1,000 other breathing virals. You're going to catch something. It just happens. Catch a cold at least, something you always do when you travel. Getting in cramped quarters with hundreds of people, somebody gonna give you something. Does my family is a perfect example. Families have examples. But some people break away from it and successful people are getting out of that circle of welfare. It's good to see people getting out, but give money to your belief. I don't know about giving money to what belief. I'm lost. Most religious practices are actually following nature and the way things should have been. When you don't follow virginity marriage with a wedding, then you also have the risk of spreading disease, and things just, they go over and they go more and more and more. Things just get out of hand. Over 100 years, things have gone sideways. That's just the facts, Jacks. You can't talk to people in a good moral way, the way things should be and should have been. Most people don't even understand the concept. They were not raised that way. The area I came from and how we were raised, sex before marriage was considered one of the most evil things. That's just the way it was. It was unheard of growing up. We didn't hear about nobody doing that. That was just unheard of. Wasn't even a thought, actually. If the looks could kill. It wasn't even thought of. Just not something that was talked about, or it just wasn't even thought about. I think it depends on your socioeconomic and religious upbringing. Somehow, poverty breeds infidelity. Whether you like it or not, it seems to breed it. That middle poverty, not the super poor. There's a middle area, a middle ground that breeds immoral behavior. That makes it socially acceptable, I should say. If society accepts what you're doing, you're more likely to do it. Yeah, it was just not something thought about. I think because of their personality, I think it's just people in their poverty and it's just their upbringing. Your parents, a child is a product of their environment. If you bring your children up in a immoral way, they're gonna probably be that kind of people, you know. A child's just like a plant. You nurture it and grow. If you nurture it, if you just think everything's cool and acceptable, that child's going to come out the way you raised them. That's just the way it is. Yeah, people didn't go out on dates by themselves. You went with a chaperone or with somebody else. You just didn't really go. That's just not something that was happening. Wasn't common at all. Where I grew up, you may have grown up in a different area at the same time and it was acceptable. depends on your upbringing. Just depends on your upbringing. But it all falls back to parents. Not just generation. Actually, socioeconomic standards changed. When you took the woman and put her to work, you left kids throughout the day and the afternoon by themselves without any monitoring. The mother's job was to watch the children when the father's out earning a living. When you change society where it took both parents to pay the bills, you changed a lot. You actually chopped away at the moral family fiber. People don't understand that. The role has always been the father was a protector and a provider, and the mother was the homemaker. That was her job. Keep the house in order, make sure the kids weren't running around doing nonsense. That's just the way it is. When you put both people to work, you kind of ruin that part of the family. But that's back when somebody could work at a hardware and pay for the whole family. We lost connect to the moral generation. Yeah, it's kind of gone. It's around still, but not like it used to be. Morality used to be the standard, not the exception. Today it's the exception. So back when it was the standard of society, it was a different time. Now it's just the exception. It's kind of weird. Things changed in one generation drastically. Drastic. Drastic changes in society. What the hell, you gonna squeeze me in there, dump truck? Yeah, I wasn't really in the mood today for riding. I didn't feel like it. Today we weren't in the mood for it. I gotta go the long way because the road's closed back there. You think they could have left one lane open, but they closed the whole road. The service road is what I use to go home. I'm sure there's still a lot of good standard communities around. They're just not in your, they're not showing them, you know. I heard that you get off of too many traffic lights in your town. Hell, this is the most speed bumping light. They cut a lot of the traffic lights out, but they put in more cameras. I don't know why they did that. You can zip through town without traffic now. But they're still working on this. I guess it's the drainage. That's why all the construction, they're doing the new pipes in town. The drainage was not made for the growth that the city has had. So all these holes are where they're putting in all the new piping and stuff. Apparently it takes a lot of work too. Buddy cameras with speed bumps everywhere. They got more speed bumps and it is what it is. It's terrible. I blame that woke bull stuff. The woke stuff, I really don't know how that fits into our world and how it happened. It just got overhand. It's definitely a problem. I'm sure you can find a good conservative place to live if you want to. We need speed bumps in your road. Really? Build one yourself. Put it out there in the middle of the night. Build a speed bump. Get you some orange cones. Do half the road at night. Wait a couple days and do the other half. Put in your own speed bump. See if anybody notices. Get you a couple of signs. Spike strips. Yeah, I quit an hour early today. I usually rode another hour. I just wasn't in the mood. I'm not tired. I'm just not in the mood for it. I think because all the traffic and all. I don't like being around a bunch of cars. If there wasn't traffic, I'd probably would have stayed riding longer, but I really don't like all that traffic. People running around all crazy. We had a guy with a speed bump said to remove it. They always had somebody putting in their own speed bump. That's actually a thing. People used to do that, get caught, get in trouble. The thing is, if somebody gets hurt, you'll be charged. You can actually buy the big rubber ones and use a sledgehammer and spike them into the ground. You can get those up in 5 minutes. But that's always somebody somewhere putting in private speed bumps. It's been going on since the beginning of time. And those big heavy rubber ones, you can get them in 5 seconds. Oh my gosh, we're home. Why is the cleaning guy at my house at 6 in the morning? He's already in my house. I guess it's the weekend. I'll leave him alone, but I don't like that shit. I don't like coming to my house this early in the morning. I need my time to get ready and all, you know? Anyway, we'll see. I'm not really into that. I'll leave it alone today. I'm not in the mood. All right.
Oh, good morning, sir.
Boy, you're early today, huh? You ain't trying to sneak in and sneak out, are you? Yeah, it's okay. No problem. No problemo. He trying to sneak in and sneak out before I get home and start pointing out things that I don't like. Yeah, he was trying to get in and get out. It's all right. I'm glad it's done, to be honest. Smart guy. Yeah, you don't want me to point out all the crap. All right, breakfast is here. Let's get our breakfast in. Daily breakfast. Eggs and beef patties. Protein. Protein. Damn. Quail eggs. We're gonna have to crack 100 of them. Go down to the Asian market and buy you the pre-peeled and pre-boiled quail eggs. Heat them up, and it tastes just like a good egg, and you don't have to go through all the headache. Or at your local grocery, go to the Asian section. There's always cans of quail eggs. Quail eggs have been a part of Asian society since the beginning of time. Duck eggs are good. I just don't like going to that grocery and going through the headache of getting them. I like them a lot better. Just held it. It's hard to peel them. You got a local, yeah, the local Asian market has all that quail egg stuff. I used to buy that when I was living in California. I'd go to those Asian markets buy a couple of cans of quail eggs, sit around, munch them like popcorn. Put them in a salad. Hell, you can do all sorts of stuff with them. They're all right. Nothing special, but edible. All right. That was breakfast. I'm not going to eat any of the meat. Like duck eggs over chicken. Yeah, but I agree. Let me give this to the cats. Hold on. I'm going to give this to the cats. I don't want to eat no beef stuff today. Oh. I walked by the desk and the desk stabbed me right in the leg. Oh my God. Hell, I was doing good and I just hurt my leg on the desk. Oh, that hurt. Jeez Louise. All right, let's see what we're doing here. I'm sure I've ate potato salad with eggs before. Yeah, a lot of potato salad has eggs. It's kind of common. So what am I doing here this morning? I wanted to look up, oh yeah. Wayne, what's up, bro? Armand, are you still here? Mr. Armand, are you here? Man, check this out. I would look at this by here. I found the Fat Tire bike at a decent price. It's a Mongoose, which is not a top tier brand, but it's good enough. And it's not that expensive. This Mongoose, this one is 2,900 reals. That's not bad. Mongoose is a decent old brand. Let's see what else we got here. I bet they're even cheaper. There's something called Vox, but I've never heard of them. They may be good. I don't know. Hell, they're kind of cheap. Vox, they're on noon. You know, for 1,400 Rios, no matter what, you can change the gearing. You have a Mongoose aluminum bike from 25. Really, the old Mongoose is a good bike. You know, they always have been. There's something called Jogger something. I don't know about this. What kind of gearing is on it? I'd be better off. I'd spend a little more and go with a Mongoose. Mongoose been around since we were kids. Yeah, keep it. That old bike be worth. Here's a good-looking Mongoose. That's too much, though. Why is it so much? Oh, hell, that's nice. That's too much money for a Mongoose. mean, it's not that much, I guess. What kind of gearing's on it? Why is it so expensive? That'd be a good bike in the sand. It must be something made of special metal. It's kind of expensive for this type of a bike. I didn't know mongoose were that expensive. How much is that? $1,600 for a mongoose. Oh, it's got the 7-speed twist shifter. It's got a gears crappy on it. I'd better go with one of these other ones here. Let's see what other brands are out here. Mongoose seems like the way to go. You know, for an affordable bike to run in the desert. Like, Armada, you want one that goes in the desert? It's $4,000. It's called the Moonlander from Surly. That's the one that's nice. That's nice. Hell yeah. That Moonlander. Look at those tires. You could be flowing across the desert in that. Oh, hell, it's got a pinion gear shift, internal gears. This is a quality bike for the money. Oh, man, that's it. It's got the pinion 14-speed internal. That's quality. It's got disc brakes. Yeah, that's it right there. Dropper post. So that's it. The Surly Moonlander. That's real nice. Damn, it's got quality components too. I have a Dyno GT from the 90s. Do you? Keep it. They're worth money now. People want them. Man, it's got the pinion gear system. That's great. I didn't know they had that. Really? Boy, this will be great in the desert. Moonlander. Huh. Find it locally. You ain't gonna find one locally, but we'll look. Nothing nearby. I knew that was not Cobar. Within 200 miles. What about within... Yeah, there is none here. You got to order it online. Online. Nothing. That's the MSRP. You may be able to find one at a good price. Let's see if they got them on sale on eBay. Hey, you may find one on eBay. SURL Surly Moonlander. Ain't none for sale. Ain't nobody selling no Surly Moonlander. Nope. None. That's funny. That's all the world. Let's go here. Nope, not available. They're on eBay for crazy money, are they? Hell, that ain't bad. Yeah, there's your sand bike. That'd be good for the sand, the beach. Look at them. Oh, yeah. See, there's a... that's a... The problem is, I bet them tires cost a fortune when you need more. I'm sure it exists in Riyadh and Dubai. Probably in Dubai, you're right. Probably order it from Dubai. Anyway, That's the one I would go with, if you don't mind spending money. Oh, come on. You need one electric. I don't use electric bikes. You can buy the frame for $1,000. Hell, I ain't buying no frame. Just to find all them tires and all be a headache. Boy, that'd be fun. With a pinion. Damn, I wish I did. I'd like to have that bike. I may have to put that on my list if I want one of these someday.
All right, so the Surly Moonlander. Yep, it is back, and oh boy, is it a sight to behold. So in this...
Get a tuk-tuk. I don't know damn tuk. Bernie, you're alive. What's up? How you doing? What's up? How's your health? How's your wealth? You back to normal yet? Yeah, this is the one right here. Look at that. Now that's nice. That'd be fun. It's got the damn pinion on it. Yeah, that's what I would go with. I need one of these. Where do you buy them at? Wonder how you'd find one. There it is. You're still in the hospital, damn. Hey, you got a lot of stuff to do. You're in the hospital, you're going to be there a while, huh? What are they doing? Qatar needs that kind of bike. Yeah, they're nice. Now that's the bike you need. Been here since Tuesday, have you? I seen you're in the hospital, so are they doing some surgery? What are they doing to you? What are you having combobulated? Are they replumbing you? What you got to have done? Hopefully home after doctor checks the scan, the CT scan for headaches. Huh. Well, that's not a good deal. You had an ablation heart surgery. I gotta look that up. I don't know what that means. Let me do a Google on that. A-B-L-A-T, ablation surgery. It's a minimally invasive procedure that uses extreme heat, freezing cold, or high energy pulse to destroy scarred, diseased tissue. Most commonly used in cardiology to correct irregular heart rhythms. It can also be treated for certain cancers, heavy menstrual bleeding, and varicose veins. I used to have migraines. I got rid of them. I don't know how. When I lost weight, they went away. I got lucky. And mine went away when I got skinny and changed my diet. I don't get them anymore. I used to get the hell out of them. I was plagued with it. It was bad. I'd have them migraines where if I had to go to silent, dark room, not a think straight, I can't do anything. I had to lay down. It would be bad. It wouldn't go away either. It'd last 10, 12 hours. It was murder. God, I would get them so bad. They went away, though. Once I changed my diet, all my stuff, pulse field ablation is called for arterial. Okay. I couldn't do anything. Yours went away 8 years ago. Mine went away after I lost weight and changed my diet. Just stopped. My uncle, hell, he's in his 80s. He had him his whole life. I'm lucky I got rid of mine. Thank goodness. It was a terrible way to live. New technology compared to what you read about. Okay. Anyway, what you had seems to be common. I was plagued with migraines for God knows how many years. 10 years. It was bad. From like 16 to 26, man, I would get the terrible. Trek ride today, it was all right. You're waiting for a Marlin bike. Which one are you going to buy? Or Marin bike? Are you buying a Marin bike? Light didn't make a difference for me. Oh, I had to get in the dark just to live. I couldn't do anything. Mine was bad. Marin. A Marin bike or Marlin? Or do you mean Marin? A Marin. Let's look up, what is a Marin? Larkspur. Hell, I like that. That's not a bad bike at all. Here's what he's talking about. Yeah, that ain't bad at all. It's not expensive either. It's like $1,000, $1,200. It's got a Q's on it. Hell, that's actually pretty good. Huh. Drop post. Places for a rack. Connection points for touring. Disc brakes. Shimano. Is that a Q's or Diore? Diore. Hell, that's a nice bike. It looks like a great bike. I don't see any problem with it. What's the frame made out of? It don't matter. It's a good bike. Larkspur, old school style, blah, 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 bomb neighborhood, trackway, bike, gravel, whatever you want. Actually, that's nice. Yeah, that's real nice. The retail is $1,200. I bet a local shop would have it better. Yeah, that's real good. I wanted a steel bike, and that's the one. Yeah, I like steel myself. Steel's the best long term. I've been thinking about building a steel bike, but I just haven't. Oh, here you go. You can buy them. Oh, that's the Larkspur 1. You can buy the 1 for 621 euros. Oh, here you go. The Larkspur 2 is 831 euros. They don't ship to Saudi. That's no problem. You can use your reshipping address. That's not bad. I like the fork because it's got eyelets on it. I like the top tube is down. That way you don't have to bust a nut getting on and off of it. Yeah, I think you did a good buy there. You got one for the €1,000. Well, this is the Bike 24 guaranteed low price deal. Hey, you can even get it in a drop bar. Whoa, that's nice. Huh. Oh yeah, I'd be more after a drop bar. That's the route I would go. I would go drop bar. That would suit me. Drop bar would be nice. Is there other colors? It says price excluding VAT, not including. So yeah, you got to add VAT depending on where you're at. It says right there you got to add VAT. Boy, I like that. Damn it. You like the Larkspur? This is the one I would do right here. Yeah, I like the drop bar. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. I think I'm going to sell my expensive bike next month. Marin has great bikes. Looks like a good bike. Hell, looks fine to me. I'm sitting here thinking about selling my expensive bike. I hardly ever ride it. It's been sitting in the house a month. I don't ride it here because I don't want to get it dirty. I don't ride the bike because I don't want to get it dirty. It's the most unridden bike I've ever had. I never ride it. It's top tier bike, never ridden. Steel. Have you seen mine? Let's look at mine. Let's go in here and check out my nice bike. Oh my God. It's got drop bar. This is around $6,000 bike. It's electronic shifting. Price of a car. I'm going to take it today and change the chain rings. I'm running 50, 30 something. I'm going to go to 54. I have the other chain rings. I'm going to change the chain rings on it today. You can buy the base model of this for around $2,000, which is a flat bar, really basic with nothing on it. But I went electronic shifting. I went with all the components, everything from the actual manufacturer. I even ordered the special drop bars from Dita. Everything on this bike was special order and took me weeks to get built. This bike took me almost 6 months just to get it all the components in. I ordered the base, and then I ordered the front and rear rack from the factory, and then I ordered the handlebars. Then I ordered the electronic group set. This bike took a lot. Hell, just the damn fenders cost 80 pounds. 80 pounds only for the fenders. 120 some bucks just for fenders. And they didn't come made. I had to complete, they just came as a kit. Damn fenders were hell to put on. Damn, that was hard. This bike was really hard. Yeah, this bike was a bitch. I changed out the crankset. There's nothing on the original bike is the frame and the seat post. Everything else has been changed. The basic center frame was the original part. Everything else has been swapped. Well, this bike has front and rear. Check this out. This bike is more than special. This is like, they still make them today. They got one for 25,000 pounds. This is not the expensive one. But, look at this. Front suspension, rear suspension. It's got front and rear suspension. A really premium bike is $25,000 to $30,000, and then a really good bike is $5,000 to $10,000. That's how much bikes are. My electronic group set, and then I went with ceramic. Mine's got ceramic bearings. I switched the derailleur to ceramic. Everything on this bike was custom ordered and custom. Nothing is not custom. And then my Brompton, hell, this is a basic Brompton. It's $2,000 just for this. And also it's custom. Nothing came on it. I changed the chain ring to a dual chain ring from H&H. MKS pedals. I changed the crankset to a polished one. Brooks saddle. I changed the handlebars to the P-bar. This one's not done yet. I still got to spend a few hundred more dollars on this one. You know, this one I got to spend a few $100s more on it. This is a work in progress. Even this is a special suspension block that is an air suspension from Japan. I've got the basic Vencita bag on it, but I have a bag on this bike that was, check this out. This is handmade in Vietnam. The bag alone is $450. Just the bag that goes on the front, handmade bag. Yeah, just that bag on the front's $450. This is a custom, thick, solid leather, high quality bag. Hand sewn by a dude in Vietnam. I got it at a good price though. I didn't pay the retail. Actually, I'm thinking about changing this bike over. I'm going to switch all the gray components to black. And then I'm thinking about getting rid of the brown. Let me show you what I'm getting ready to do. I'm getting ready to change it to more of a, let's see, I'm going to go. I think I'm going to take off the this grips here and go with the rubber ones. I've got those here. And then the saddle, I'm going to change it to, I'm trying to decide what saddle I should go with. I have lots of saddles, by the way. I have a ton of saddles. I like this saddle. I may go with this one. This is all boxes of Brooks saddles. Hell, I got $1,000 in saddles. Maybe more. All these are new Brooks saddles. Hell, I got so many saddles. Yeah, I got a lot of Brooks saddles. Oh, that reminds me. I need to get out my... Yeah, this is what it is. Here it is. What do we have here? I'm going to set these out so I don't forget. I'm going to change the chain ring on that. We're going with... What size is this? Hell, I forget. Brooks is overrated. No, they're not. They're the #1 saddle in the world. Nothing overrated about it. Been made since 1890s. And they sell 200,000 a year for a reason, because they're good. Let's see. This is 53. 53. $39. Okay. I'm going to put this on my electronic bike. You never heard of it. See, it's called the saddle. That's what it's called. So I'm going to, my bike in there has a 50. I'm going to take it up to 53. I'm going to switch to these today. Such a bitch, though. The problem when you change chain rings on an electronic group set, you got to reprogram a bunch of shit. It's kind of a headache. Anyway, we're going to add these today. I'll do that in the afternoon. You know, I could just do it now, and then I could try to program it myself. I actually use a tech to help me program it because it's so hard, but I could probably figure it out. Do I need frustration this morning? I'll be frustrated like hell. I'll be pissed. Should I get frustrated or should I not? Rest in the morning. Yeah, I don't think I need the frustration. Trying to program dual chain ring, a 22-speed electronic group set is a bitch. Whenever you change sizes in increments by a few centimeters, you got to reprogram the whole damn thing. It's not automated. It's hard. I see a lot of people online totally upset. It ain't easy. Yeah, these are chain rings, which are called sprockets on a motorcycle. The bigger the chain ring in the front, the faster you go. The smaller chain ring in the front is for climbing. The bigger chain ring is for speed. So you have this with 11 sprockets in the back, and that combination gives you up and down hills. When you get to the mountains, you switch to the small chain ring, and that will get you up and down the mountains. But this will get you top end speed. The bigger the chain ring, the faster you can go. But you got to have the power to push the bike. It ain't automatic. And these are separated chain rings, which require a dual crankset that handles dual chain rings. Or you can buy a special unibody one. These are like $10, $12, $20 each at the most. But if you spend $160, you can go with what I put on this bike. This is a custom parts maker called H&H, and this is a unibody where the first and second chain ring are built on the same thing. And it has the guard to keep your pants from getting dirty. So that's from H&H. I'm wanting for my new bike to arrive the day bike is in my hand. We'll be happy. Yeah, they're fun to get a new bike. I love bikes. This one here, I need to push the button and finish ordering the parts. I just don't feel like spending no more money. I'm done. I may just leave it alone. This bike rides great. Yeah, I probably shouldn't do anything else to it. I don't need to. Just want to. Oh, let me get my other bike out of the car. I don't like to leave my bike in the hot sun. Let me grab my bike out of the car. This bike is I have parts coming for it. I'm throwing away the suspension fork. I'm going with a rigid fork. That suspension fork is a Sun Tour. If you ever hear somebody try to give you a bike with a Sun Tour fork, you need to get your shoe and immediately kick them between the legs as hard as you can. If somebody's trying to put a Sun Tour fork on your bike, they're an asshole. They're garbage. It's like 3 or 4 kilo. It's not even air. It's springs. It's clunky. It's heavy. It's garbage. I can't believe Tret put that on people's bikes. It's real garbage. It's the worst fork I've ever had in my life. It's pure garbage. Like unbelievable garbage. Let's see where my fork is. It may come today. Let's see if my fork's going to come today. Hell, I got the new fork already ordered. Let's see where it is. I'm curious if I can have it yet today. It's in Riyadh. Package arrived in Riyadh yesterday. They may bring it today. I may get this today. It left the distribution center last night at 1:30 in the morning. It may get here today. Woohoo! Oh, that'll be cool. If this gets here today, I'll have a happy evening. This is the fork I have coming. Oh, that reminds me. Damn. This is the fork I have coming. Well, where did it go? Damn it, where's the picture at? Oh, here we go. I have this fork coming, but the problem is I have to get it. I have to go buy WD-40, and I got to borrow a heat gun. I have to customize it before I put it on. I'm taking off this labeling. And I already confirmed that it is a sticker and they did not clear coat over it. So what I'm going to have to do is use a heat gun with WD-40 to get these stickers off, and then some isotol, alcohol, whatever you call it, to get the residue off. What else do I have maybe coming today? I canceled those. I got pissed at them. I canceled this. I got angry. I ordered quick shipping. In 2 days it didn't leave the warehouse, so I canceled my orders. Oh, here's the headset for the new... Oh, man. This is the headset for the new fork. I need this. It left the Riyadh Center, too. Okay, good. I ordered a Chris King headset for it. So I ordered the Chris King headset. I don't know why. It's just something, a brand people like to buy. I may get this today. I already forgot these. And here's the shopping cart stuff that I need to finish the other bike. I need this chrome kickstand, the chrome derailleur, this chrome piece, and this piece. I have to spend $110 more to finish the Brompton. I hadn't pushed the button because I don't know if I want to do anything else yet. I may change the color to black and orange instead of silver and orange. I'm trying to decide, so I haven't ordered yet. You have no patience for waiting? Man, I don't either. If it comes to a day, I'll be happy. Hell yeah. I doubt it will, but it would be nice. I don't know where I'm going to get a heat gun. I wonder where I'm going to get one. I wonder if we have some in our service shop. A heat gun or a good hair dryer would work. I don't have a hair dryer either. Even the stuff I order, I customize it before I use it. That's something I do as a hobby. I like to make things unique and different. Everything. Even the smallest little piece. You can't even see half the things that I've done because you wouldn't know. Hair dryer. Yeah, I need a hair dryer. I think that'll work to help get that sticker heated up. I wonder if my neighbor lady let me borrow her hair dryer. Ma'am, can I borrow your hair dryer? Borrow my neighbor's hair dryer. Check sock. Oh, I don't want to buy one. I just need it for one job. I don't need to buy it. I just need to do one thing. I don't want to buy one. I just need to use it for like 30 minutes. I don't need to own one. I don't dry my hair. I ain't got no hair. I never in my life used a hair dryer. Never. In my whole entire life, I have never used a hair dryer. Never. I never understood why people used a hair dryer. I guess women, but men, why would a man ever own a hair dryer? Yeah, there's hardware stores around. But have you ever used a hair dryer, Ryan? I never in my life. I never even thought about it. I don't think men use hair dryers. Does anybody here a man? Do you use a hair dryer? You're right. I could lay. Oh, damn, Wayne, you're right. You know what, Wayne? You just gave me a good idea. You know that mirror metallic thing you put in your windshield to keep the sun out? I'll lay that on the hood of the car and then put the fork on that, and that'll heat it up enough. Wayne! Damn good. Thanks, Wayne. There you go. That solves the problem. I'll use that mirror thing, put it on the hood of the car, and then lay that fork there. That'll do it. Good idea, Wayne. Damn, you saved me a big headache. Now I can take care of business. Yeah, that'll heat it right up. And then I don't have any isotyl alcohol, so I'll just use WD-40 to get any residue that's left behind. That'll work. Shoot. Thanks for Wayne being here. You saved me a bunch of unnecessary thinking. Boom. Thank God for Wayne. See, that old boy thinking out of the box. Other people don't. We got one good guy here. Hell yeah. Miss some water and peel right off. That's a great idea. That's what I'm going to do. That's sitting outside in the sun on that. That's a great idea. Probably melt the metal. Ain't going to melt the metal. It's a rigid mountain bike fork. It is aluminum, but it ain't going to melt. Hell yeah. Is Prince here today? Where's Prince? You know, him and I played a little bit of PUBG in the past. Usually on a Saturday morning, I play a little bit. You playing any PUBG, Wayne? I've just been playing a couple games a week. Saudi sun. I got too much shit on my desk. I got to get all this stuff off this desk. I can't do anything. All this stuff is in the way. Really? See if I need 1,000,000 updates. Update is finished. Restart. Hell, I didn't know there was an update. Wait, something else needs updating. What? I don't see it. Hell, I don't need that crap. Why don't I hear anything? Oh, there we go. What is this? I don't want this. Please matches, enjoy bonuses, and collect. What? Go away. Claim my rewards. Oh, give me your rewards, I guess. Hell, I hate this. I just want to play. I don't want to do all this shit. Wayne, you online? Who's online? Who's this? Wayne's not online. Wayne last online 9 minutes ago. Iceman, where are you, Double J? Double J was on 1 minute ago. Who else? Frank was on 3 hours ago. Fish was on 7 hours ago. Oh, Panty Dropper. I forgot about Panty Dropper. Oh, Panty Dropper. Do you guys still play with him? You got to clean your inventory. Yeah. Panty Dropper. I forgot all about him. Prince was on 11 hours ago. If this is right, it's usually not right. Oh, Panty Dropper. Hell, I forgot all the Clash was on. Damn. Clash is already H Dominator 12. He was on 2 days ago. Steve was on 2 days ago. Steve, you've been over here playing around too, huh? You played with Panty earlier, did you? I haven't talked to him in forever. Randy, Bo Randy, 5-5, Bo Bandy, Randy. Hey, what's up, man? I'm so out of practice. Oh, damn. I need to get my headset out. I forgot. I'm on. Oh, damn, there's no guns up here? Son of a bitch. Oh, hell, that's my teammate. Sorry, bro. I'm shooting at my teammate like a damn noob. Later. Okay, see you, Ryan. Sorry, I've gotten into the game. I hadn't played so long. I'm kind of concentrating. I used to be able to just free flow and not worry about it, but nowadays I got to think about what I'm doing. I don't know, hardly ever play. I got to be in tune with what's going on. Yeah, I got to watch out. Oh, we got another guy trying to kill me. Where is he at? He was over here, right? Where is this guy? Where was that guy shooting me from? I'm gonna run around and find his ass somewhere. He's here hiding, little bitch. Oh, I hear him. Where the hell are you? Why can't I find him? Ice. Little hoe? Really? What's your problem? Shoot. Little bitch shooting me? All right. Oh, I hear somebody. Where are you? Get back home safe, Ryan. Yeah, I hear you. Ryan. Are these bots? Why are these bots, by the way? I can't tell. Damn, my vest is gone. I gotta find a vest. Oh man, I ain't got no vest. My vest is dead. I get shot one time in the chest, I'm dead. Oh boy, I gotta find a vest quick. Is there a store here? Can I buy one? Do I have money? Oh hell, this ain't no store. Damn. You know what? Here's a vest. Whew. Got one. Okay, now we gotta get out of here. Zone. Where's a car? Need a car. Need a car. Need a car. Guys, anybody got a car? No cars? Oh my God, there's no cars. How far away am I? I ain't that far. I'll make it. I can't believe I don't have no car, no motorcycle, nothing. Not even a bicycle. There's a car. There's 3 guys outside. Damn. Damn, I got my no vest again. I gotta get a vest. Where's my vest? Oh my, come on, don't attack me. I don't have no vest. Oh shit, I got no vest again. Oh, I gotta find a vest. What's up? My bad vest is dead. It's got nothing left in it. I gotta go get a vest. I can't fight. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go get a vest. I hang out there. I'm dead. There's 5 people there. I hit. I gotta get a vest and I can go back and fight. Damn, it's a pan. I don't need a pan. Oh, come on. Even a number 1 vest. Damn it. Where am I? There's no vest anywhere in this damn game? What happened? Of all this crap that I need, a simple vest. Unbelievable. Anyway, we got to get out of here anyway.
Is smoking.
Damn, I gotta get out of here. I got no vest and I'm dying. Hey, what's up? Moose. I'm suffering. I've had no guests. Oh, they got me. Anyway. I had no vest. I couldn't win. I had 14 kills. That's not bad. Yeah, I had 4 against 1. All my teammates died. I got 14 kills. That's not actually bad at all. I gotta get to the bathroom. Be right back. That was a lighthearted game. That was actually not bad. Hell, I ain't played in so long. 14 kills. That's only my 3rd game in 6 months. Joker is here. Oh, what's up, Joker? I ain't seen the Joker dude in a while. Is that the little Joker, the little smart-ass kid? The one used to play like he was on fire? Your series medal. Okay, thanks. Yeah, okay. That's funny. Old Joker's here. Huh. I don't feel like playing all day. Anyway, that was a good game. Ain't nobody else on. That was a good little game. All right, that was fun. One good game. That's enough for now. GG. You're not bad. If I would have had a vest, I could have killed those 2 guys. I didn't have a vest. My vest was completely dead. And I also had the wrong gun. I should have, the AK would have worked better. I would have got one of them down and maybe had a chance. But I had that little gun wasn't good enough. That AK would have done it. I didn't expect two at the corner. I always thought I was going to go and head off with one guy, but there was a team standing there, so I got unlucky. Team right there, damn it. Was not anticipating a team. Yeah, I got out of the car too soon because I thought that guy was one guy running around the building. I figured I'd get out on that side, come around and kill him. Turns out there was two, and they were hiding right where I jumped out. I should have went and looked for a vest before I went into battle. Anyway, it is what it is. Man, I wonder if they'll deliver my shock today. They give me something to do. Yeah, it was not a bad play game. At the beginning, one teammate was helpful. The others ran away. So I had one guy helping. Two others ran away and died. If we'd had a real team, we probably could have won. But I was basically solo against four. Yeah, if we'd had a real team, we would have done that. Would have been a chicken dinner for sure. At the beginning, the one guy was backing me up pretty good. Then he ran off. I don't know what happened to him. He was helpful. Didn't last long, no. He was. The other two dudes, I don't know where, they hot dropped probably and died. I never seen the other two players, just me and that one guy. All right, I've been online 3 hours. I think I'm going to let it go for now. We'll see y'all later. Have a good day. I'm going to chill. I ain't got nothing to do. I'm just going to chill. I don't know what I'm going to do. Squad after squad like rain. Oh, it was terrible. Anyway, remember, I hadn't played in goddamn at least a year and a half. Cheers, everyone.